bro, because you would just love everybody so much. You would love, because
Yeah.
you realize we're all one. So if I kill you, if somebody murders somebody, it's like you're murdering yourself. Like, it's like you're,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's crazy, bro. Like, shrooms are really like, man, it's deep, bro. It's really deep. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I
Helps
feel
you with
like,
a lot of self and a lot of helps you dig deeper into your past. Like if you have any trauma or anything, I had watched this thing on Netflix. It was like a 4-part series, and they were just talking about the different type of psychedelics, and they had did a study on like older people, or like for instance, this one dude, he was in the army, and he had PTSD from seeing his friend get blown up, and he wanted to kill himself for 20 plus years. Since the day he saw his friend get blown up, he wanted to kill himself every single day. He tried to, he took drugs, he did all these different things, and they just gave him a psychedelic. I think it was a shroom, but I'm not 100% sure. But they just gave him a psychedelic, and literally after that trip, they interviewed him like 2 years later. He never had a suicidal thought again.
right, it'll make you appreciate life more. Like, everything's just so, I don't know, bro. It's crazy. Like, even going, I took shrooms like 3 times, but each time I didn't do it. I never did it, because some people take shrooms like to get lit or to do with their homies, with their friends. That's more like a weed
Yeah.
thing. Every time I took shrooms, I was always by myself, and I made sure it was spiritual. I made sure it was something I could just tap in to myself, because I always wanted to do shrooms by myself. I never wanted to, hey, bro, you should do shrooms, bro. We can get lit. Nah, bro, that's not why that's bad energy.
Nah.
That's bad energy, bro. That's gonna fuck up the whole entire trip.
Yeah,
So
facts.
I would, yeah, bro. So I did it, and bro, each time I had to make sure I was in a good mental space. Everything was good, spiritual, everything. I had to make sure everything was peaceful. And every time I did it, bro, it just made me, I was so happy. Like, it just made everything, was so, it's like everything went from, the best way I can describe it is like, you go from HD to 4K, and
Yeah.
everything just, it's more like bright. Everything just makes sense. Like, you start to
You see
just,
different colors.
yeah, bro, it's everything just kind of just comes together. You're just sitting there just happy as hell. You feel good too. You're just sitting there just smiling. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is life. Like, bro, I done cracked so many codes off of shrooms, bro. Like, wow. So that's definitely powerful, bro. Like, shrooms and all that's powerful. Weed, I don't know. Weed is tricky these days, because this weed is so popular now that, you know, this GMO weed, this weed that gets sprayed down with chemicals.
Yeah.
It ain't even real. Some weed has wax on it. This is a lot, bro. It's a lot these days. But if you can choose some right weed, you can definitely do the same thing.
And then I want to talk a little bit about being able to astral project. So as far as with, if I'm meditating, right? Like, I've been meditating, I want to say like 4 or 5 days straight, right? I'll meditate in the morning or at night after I smoke, or just before I go to sleep. And when I meditate, like I have this thing. His name is Shango. He's an African god. My dad had gave me like a little sculpture of him. And when I meditate with him, it's weird. It's like I see different colors. It's like I'm in a forest kind of, and I'm like hunting. I don't know, but I believe that, like, I'm actually astral projecting. You know, most people would think, oh, he's lying or blah blah blah. But no, I actually like really see these things, and you know, I try not to scare myself, but I'm like, dang, like I'm really astral projecting. So can you speak a little bit about just being able to astral project, and you know, what is astral projecting?
Yeah, bro. So I'm gonna tell a little story real quick. So I almost astral projected one time, and I was off of, I think either no, it wasn't a shrimp. Was it a shrimp trip? Either weed or shrimp. Anyway, I remember I was either high. I was just high, right? But I wanted to. It was a spiritual high. It wasn't like a high to get lit. It was one of those I'm gonna meditate and tap in type of high.
Yeah.
And so I was listening to like 963 hertz or something like that. Anyway, it was a perfect frequency. I don't know what it was, but that just hit like. Bro, I was deep into meditation, and this is my astral projection experience. So boom, first I was just in it. Like, you know how you meditate, you gotta like get in it. So once I was in it, like, dude, like I felt no weight. I felt like I wasn't even here. Like I knew I was here. I knew I could lift my arm up if I wanted to, but like I didn't feel any type of weight at all. It was crazy. And then I started feeling the energy of, like, it was like a divine energy. And I remember, like, bro, it felt so good. Like, it felt like love, like peace, like comfort. I felt no fear or nothing. It was just, I don't know. And I started, and then it was crazy because in the 963 hertz in the video, it had like these like angels like kind of humming in it, and I heard it, and it was like it was perfect. So then boom, I was in that state for like 5 minutes. I'm just sitting there like I could stay like this forever, bro. It was so peaceful, and it just felt good. And it was just like something I just wanted to be in for a while. And after like 5 minutes, it was almost like, okay, next stage. And in that next stage was, I think it was astral projecting, because I started feeling like the vibration of it. Like I started, it was very, 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 very intense. Like it was very intense. Like, bro. And that's why I didn't astral project, because I pulled out. I was like, this is too much. Like I stopped. Like I swear, like it was just too much energy. And I knew what it was. Like, because I was doing research on astral projecting before that. But I was like, I don't know if this is real. Because, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you need to tell me your soul can just leave your body whenever you meditate. That's crazy. It wasn't like I denied it. I wasn't like, that's crazy. But it was more like a, damn, like, that would be crazy. Like, but it was always in the back of my mind. So when I was in that state and I started to astral project, I knew exactly what was happening. I was, oh, this is exactly what they, okay, this is a fake. Okay, cool. But I tried to hold on for so long, bro. I wanted to experience it. So I was trying so hard to just keep my eyes closed and just stay in that state. And it still felt good. It still felt peace. I think it was, like I said, bro, like I knew that if I went through, I lost control. At that point, I lost control. I knew that in that meditative state, even though it felt good, even though I felt light, I had control. I knew I could just lift my arm up and break out the meditation. I knew what's going to happen next. I don't know if I'm going to end up looking at myself like, damn, that's my body on some avatar stuff. Or I didn't know if I was going to float to another dimension. I didn't know what was going to happen, bro. So I just didn't want to lose that. I was so attached to that control, like knowing that at any moment I can just open my eyes and I'm good. So when I started feeling that energy, like it was like a vibration thing. It was so crazy. Like it was so powerful, bro. I'll never forget how I felt that day. And I remember when I broke out of it and opened my eyes, bro, I was like, I was breathing heavy. I was like, that's crazy. I really almost did that shit. Then I went live. I remember that. And I went directly on my TikTok live. I talked about it. I was like, bro, I just went through. And some people don't believe it. Some people was like, nah, you're capping. That didn't happen type shit. Because it's like, it sounds crazy.
Yeah,
it sounds so unbelievable, bro. But when you actually do it, it's like, and I can never get back to that state, bro. And that's one thing I would say. But astral projecting, bro, you can't just do it on command. Unless you are like a monk in the mountains and you gain full control over your mind, body, and soul to the point where you can just do all types of stuff. You cannot control when you astral project, bro. I tried so hard to go back into it, and every time I tried to meditate after that, I would have good meditations, but never like astral projecting. It was crazy. But if I had to experience it again, yeah, I definitely I say fuck it. I'm just gonna stick through.
Okay. And I want to, jump gears a little bit. I want to ask you, what is the importance of just believing in yourself and not looking up to celebrities or, entertainers? As far as when I was younger, I would look up to, just rappers, actors, people just in the entertainment industry. And, a lot of them, they're not really for, I want to say, the Black community. There's rappers are talking about killing each other, messing with our sisters and doing all this type of stuff. And then there's actors who don't speak up about the Black community. We know the other stuff, like them wearing dresses, selling their souls and stuff. So you speak on the importance of just looking up to somebody that's, actually worth looking up to, and not these, sellout celebrities.
Right. So when it comes to like looking up to somebody, bro, it's never, I ain't gonna say, it depends on who you look up to. Like you said, bro, like don't look up to somebody that's obviously like on some other shit, but look up to somebody that you could see yourself being like you want to be like that person, look up to them and follow their blueprint for sure. But believing in yourself, bro, it's also toxic, because if you're on your come up and you're not there yet, you can find yourself kind of comparing yourself to whoever you're looking up to. Yeah. And when you're not living that lifestyle, it makes you feel bad because you're like, damn, I'm not there yet. Yeah. And it kind of like lowers your vibration. So it's good to have idols or have somebody you look up to, like, I want to be like that, and motivate you in a way. But I would never don't let that deter who you are. Don't turn it negative. You know what I'm saying? Glimpse in their life a little bit and be like, okay, I like what they're doing. I want to be like that. Cool. That's motivational. Cool. But then come right back into your own life and let them live their life. You know what I'm saying? Because you can definitely get deterred or let your influences or people that's influencing you bring you down by you trying to compare yourself to them. So the number one thing is, bro, you should be the only person you should like be idolizing and be like your biggest fan of is yourself. You know what I'm saying? You should not be like, oh, you should not love Drake more than you love yourself. And even if you love Drake and his music is hard, you know what I'm saying? You said what?
I said a lot of people really do like idolize these celebrities more than themselves. It's crazy.
Right. Exactly. So Drake is hard. I ain't gonna lie. Drake drops hard music.
Yeah.
But
I never
you
want
don't
to take
want to
away
put
from all their talents.
right. But you don't want to put Drake above yourself. It goes, yeah, don't put Drake above you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can look at Drake and be like, that's inspiring, that's motivational, but don't ever like let that dictate who you are. Like, oh, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Don't veer too often. At the end of the day, that's their life. They don't even know you exist. So don't put too much energy into somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Always have faith in yourself and put all the energy into you, because believe it or not, my boy, if you line up with that, you can meet Drake. Drake can be your homie type shit.
Yeah,
you gotta line up and put all the energy into you and make sure you're good and focus on what you're trying to do, and then you'll make up to that level. And look at people like Drake and Kevin Hart and whoever's up. Look at them as just nothing but pure motivation. Don't hate on them. Don't compare yourself to them. Don't do none of that. Just look at them as that's motivational. One day I'm gonna get there, but until then I'm gonna lock in on myself and make sure I get there.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That's deep.
Yes, sir.
But you know, before we do get out of here, I did want to ask you one more question that I want to get to, like two or three questions. If anybody has questions, you know, you can ask. I think just ask below. I don't know how to do the other stuff, but this is my first time going live, so I don't know how to do the other stuff. But you know, just
cool,
ask the questions below. Yeah, if you have any questions, just ask them. And I want to ask you, what's next for you, and you know, what's your goal with, you know, what you're putting out in your content? What's your end goal?
Man, that's a good. Nobody's ever. Okay, cool. Boom. That's a good question. Cause I know so. Okay, boom. So what's coming up is music for sure. Man, like I've been making so much music, bro, behind the scenes. Like, and it's like I'm one of those people that I want to make sure that when I put it out, it's good. Like y'all actually rock with it. So I have a music video coming in like in about a week or two. So music video coming soon. A lot of, bro, I'm gonna be dropping so much music, bro. Like I have a whole plan with it, but y'all gonna see how it comes together. But I'm gonna be dropping music. As far as content, man, going crazy. Like I'm like I have so many videos coming like right now. Like it's crazy. Like right after we get off this live, I'm about to post something. But more content, definitely music, being more interactive. I want to go live. Like I want to try to go live every single day, bro. Even if it's for 30 minutes. Just go live, tap into my supporters. And just overall, just that's short-term goals. But as far as like overall, man, I just want to get to a point where I have influence over like millions of people, and not for any egotistic reason, but just because I know that the more people I touch, the more lives I can change. And that right there alone is changing lives and changing the, because if I change lives, that's changing the world, because we make up the world. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's animals and everything else here, but I'm saying like change, like collective, like the consciousness, just elevating the consciousness and waking people up to not only the truth, like the Illuminati, the Matrix, but just helping you kind of just tap into who you really are. Because once you tap into the more people that know the power they really have, the whole world's gonna change, because then everybody's gonna be powerful. And so doing that and just living in a point where I can do is being free. I think everybody's goal should to be free, bro. That's how you really break out the matrix, bro. Is to become free financially and location. You can go wherever you want to go. Money ain't an issue. You can do whatever you want to do. And with money, I can use that to also kind of look down and bless everybody else and give more content and elevate that and just do giveaways and just kind of, I don't know, just give back with what I got. You know what I'm saying? But
that was going to be my next last question was, if you had all the money in the world, you have Jeff Bezos' money, you know, what are you doing with it, and what would you do to help other people?
Man, so definitely taking care of the fam, man. That's the first thing. Because I'm always been the type of person where it's kind of like, I can have the money, but I'll always spend it on people I love before I spend it on myself, which is kind of a
Yeah.
good thing. But at the same time, like, you also got to spend your money on yourself. Like, I'll definitely take care of myself, but make sure the family's good. Make sure everybody around me, my closest people, are good. Once they're good, and once I'm good, then that's when I will start to kind of invest into a podcast, just pretty much up in the content so that it's
Yeah.
more universal. Y'all can hear me, not just me, but like bringing people on my podcast and just talking more to and kind of spreading that knowledge more. Definitely donate to charities. Just do what I can for the community, and also just hear y'all out. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the people that's watching me is who I'm touching. So I'll definitely reach out to my people and say, what can I do for y'all? Start a business, start selling sea moss, crystals, start just doing merch, just going crazy, and just making sure that my people are taken care of, really.
Okay.
So,
man, this was a dope live, man. I appreciate you coming on my live. Everybody that don't follow him, make sure you guys go follow him. Wokedev, you know,
appreciate you.
it was great having you on, and I appreciate you, bro.
Definitely, man. We got to do this again, like a little update, like a little life update, and
All right,
like
let's
probably
do it,
like,
bro.
I don't even know when. Just tap in with me, bro.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can
do
probably
this. We can do this
do it
whenever.
like late February, March.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be dope, man.
All right, then, man. You have a great one, and thank you again, brother.
Yes, sir. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And tell your girl she's talented,
Yes,
and
sir.
y'all keep selling that merch, keep selling them products.
Thank you for the support, bro.
Definitely, man. Take care.
All right, peace, guys.
Peace.